Pink ladies, T-birds just happen to be watchers of my shit. My name is Jimmy Pink, and I love fur. Yeah, so I was already just going in, like, totally not looking forward to this episode because I loathe the fucking Kardashians. Loathe the Kardashians. We'll go ahead and do the look goes as follows now because I was giving you Northwest 20 years from now before I knew that during Kardashian the musical they were going to be giving us Northwest 20 years from now or into the future. I didn't know that. I just was like, how the fuck am I going to dress like a Kardashian? I already dress like a Kardashian. All you gotta do is wear a fucking black dress and pretend you're fucking black or be black. So I'm like, okay, well, mission accomplished. I tried to throw a little bit of extra into it. A little bit of Kim, a little bit of Kanye. Let's get up in this gig. I need to explain something to y'all. Straight the fucking way. You did not just have me sit through that episode, give me drama, give me a lip sync. Oh my God, who is going home for at the end of the episode to say, yeah, Eureka, you too hurt. Bye. Girl, come back next season. We got you. Y'all, let me give y'all a scenario. Let's say you watch a football. And it's two teams you really ain't into, but that's what's on right now is football. But you like football, but you ain't invested. None of these is your favorite teams. It's not nobody in your conference. It's not going to affect your team anyway. It's not going to affect you anyway, but you watching the game. For argument's sake, let's just say it's the Rams and the Texans. So you watching the game because you like football. So you watching the game. And shit's happening during the game. They came all the way back in the third quarter. They was down 21-0. And now it's 22-21 and they up. Now it's a fumble. Now this team that turned the ball over. Now, I know some of y'all is not going to get this analogy. I apologize. But you done watched all this. Now, you in your mind like, oh man, the Rams was playing their ass off. I hope they win. Now in your mind, you done formed opinions of this is what it is. And they say, oh shit, the game going into overtime. They done tied it up. It's been a good game in the fourth quarter. Good as hell. And then the game is over and you like, all right, sweet. The Texans won. That was a good ass game. And the commissioner, Roger Goodall the commissioner come out and say, hey, that was an excellent game and y'all played a good game. But you know what? The Cleveland Browns, I see y'all struggling. Y'all crippled. Y'all ain't doing good. So, don't either one of y'all lose. The Browns, we're just going to put another L in y'all column. The fuck? So, I just watched this whole game and it has no effect on anything. It has no bearing on anything. Let's talk about some things. I did take notes. My dude ended up coming over towards the end of the episode. Once again, we had one of these quick-ass speed fucking runways. So I am doing Untucked tomorrow. We'll get into detail about the runway tomorrow. I do have some notes about the runway, but we'll get into it, deep dive into the outfits tomorrow. And of course, the runway was faux fur. I wasn't prepared for that. I was dressed like a Kardashian, but I said, God damn it, I hate these motherfuckers. And I promise you, if it's a runway that I could throw together real quick and do this review, I'm going to change out of this Kardashian shit. And I did. So we start off with Trinity coming in and cleaning up Charlie's mess right away. And they go in about Charlie like she just gave up. I'm going to say this to y'all again. Don't come to me with that Charlie was hurt, blase, blah, etc. bullshit. Because after what happened tonight, oh, okay, and the producer said, don't say that's why you left. Yeah, I'm not buying that shit. Here you go. Here you go. Oh, because they knew they were going to do that with Eureka the following week, so don't blow that storyline. I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it with your money, your peso, your yang, your gold coins, your doubloons. I'm not buying it. We finally got the pit crew in a mini challenge, and that shit went so fast. I was like, did you miss it? And then once at the end of this thing, the runway went fast again. I said, you could have just took the mini challenge out again. Because for as fast as that went, I was cool. I do have to say, when they was trying to show like the pictures, I was like, Alexis, you know your ass is too big. You're trying to hurry up and have somebody whip you up like you Valentina or Sasha or a small queen. Bitch, you tried it. But then she won. I'm like, was that the best picture? Motherfucking Nina was giving me all of the Little Kim goodness with the crotch down and the blonde hair. I said, come on, hardcore. Spoiler alert, I may or may not be dressed up like Little Kim next week because next week is Snatch Game. And then I was like mad because Valentina's quick drag. I was like, bitch, that was your quick drag. You look better than some of the bitches in the competition fully dressed. That's your quick drag? Like, goddamn it. Show me something besides the goddamn look, though. I'm ready. I want to talk about Alexis Shady Boots motherfucking casting. Shady Boots ass casting. Oh. I'm going to just put them on because Shade gonna pour out like motherfucking rainbows out of a unicorn ass here in a minute. So I'm going to just go ahead and squeeze on these Kanye West inspired shade glasses today. So we got these girls, right? And you got these parts. You got all the Kardashian girls. So that's 6 right there. If you go from the mom, the original 3, the 2 Jenners, that's 6 people right there. Okay? You got Black China, so that's 7. You got Northwest, that's 8. And then you got Paris Hilton, Britney Spears, and Lindsay Lohan. In what part of the history or the herstory of niggerdom does this fucking cast make any fucking sense outside of Alexis? This was some Shady Boots ass casting. Now, some of it I was okay with. The major ones I had a fucking problem with. I did sit down and list them. So, for real, you made Peppermint Britney Spears. You made Nina Khloe Kardashian. You made Cynthia Kim Kardashian. And you made Eureka Northwest. Now, I'm going to tell you why Eureka was the killer for me. Because, well, all of these was the killer for me. But I'm going to tell you why Eureka was really the killer. Especially because Peppermint said something like, well, you can't just be Black China because there's 3 of us that's black. You know who else is fucking black? Northwest. And you cast a full-fledged white girl as Northwest. Kim and them ain't all that goddamn white. They are medium. They barely fucking white as is. And then you gonna take your ass and give one of the whitest ones there, the little black girl, You did give me Shay Slay Kool-Aid. You did give me that. So I'm here for that. But even that, I probably still would have, I would have personally, just based on personality and what I have seen out of the girls, and of course, they've spent more time with each other, but just even out of what I've seen out of the girl, none of this casting made any sense with the exception of Trinity as Paris Hilton. I would say I probably would have stuck with that. I probably would have stuck with Valentina as Kendall. And Alexis, who picked for herself, was a really good Chris. But that's 3 people. The whole rest of this casting was completely and all fucking wrong. Sasha was happy to get Lindsay Lohan, but you wasn't a good Lindsay Lohan. I feel like Eureka should have been fucking Lindsay Lohan. Like, it was all wrong. I will say that I thought Peppermint did do good as Brittany. She was the standout of that trio. And Slay Kool-Aid, who had her solo as Black China, she did that. Slay Kool-Aid, I don't know why, like, I'm not a super fan of you, but I'm happy when you do well, because you still slay. I call you Slay Kool-Aid, you slay. But for some strange reason, like, I'm just not rooting for you to win. It's almost like, I wouldn't be mad if you was in top 3 or you won, but I'm not rooting for you to win, if that makes any sense. And I felt Nina, and no, Nina, I'm not kissing your ass. You actually did do well this week, and I did love your look on the runway, even though you keep telling everybody I'm reading your ass for filth. I'm not. But I was very, very happy with you in this episode, and I will tell you why. Bitch, I'd have been mad if they'd have gave me Khloe Kardashian too, and I'm actually tall and big, and I'd have still been mad. Because Khloe doesn't have a fucking personality. How the fuck are you supposed to stand out? And arguably, you could say none of them got a personality. But I mean, Khloe really ain't got one. I mean, what can you even say about Khloe? Everybody knows Kim. Everybody knows that Courtney is the only one that don't fuck with black dudes, and she had the baby first and all that. Kylie is the underage bitch that fucks Black China baby daddy Tiger. Black China is the one that got a baby by Rob and is, that whole love triangle. Kendall is a fucking model. And now the Pepsi thing just popped off, which I know didn't happen on purpose, but who the fuck is checking for Khloe? Who was talking about Khloe? And Khloe is the one that's actually the fan of the fucking show. And be a judge on RuPaul's Drag Race. But who the fuck talks about Khloe? Nobody. So I felt her. On top of the fact of, really, bitch, you see how I pad and I'm not going to be Black China? She pads like, I don't want to say like Black China, but that's Nina's aesthetic. Is to be that video girl, that stripper from down south. Like, that's her whole aesthetic. Why would you not give that to Nina? That was dumb to me. So you got a black girl and 2 Latinas to play these 3 talented white women that don't do nothing but fuck black men. Okay, yeah, I felt the motherfucking way. I don't like the Kardashians, no way. So I knew this was already not going to be an episode that was up my fucking alley, because I feel like they get too much attention as is for not doing a good goddamn thing. And like I said, then you cast, I just started going in. That's why I said just leave the shade glasses on. And then you gonna cast a black and 2 Latinas to play the Kardashians, and the little black girl, the only one who just hope and pray to God take after her dad, the only one that even got a chance of having some kind of fucking talent. Because let's keep it 100, Black China is a stripper. I mean, I guess being a gold digging skank and being able to get away with it is a motherfucking talent too. But at least she was a high-paid stripper, so apparently she does have some kind of dance moves and strength and skill, some kind of fucking skill. So the only motherfucker that could possibly even inherit some kind of fucking skill in that family, the little fucking black baby, you cast the big white girl. I can't. I just can't. I just can't. I can't. I can't. Like, disappointment. So I'm trying to watch the actual performance. To be fair, my dude did stop over. And he been having a week. And I've been at work. So, like, he knew what it was. And he kind of tried to sit here and be quiet. But then, like, I still had to entertain him. But at the end of the day, overall, the musical wasn't bad. Todrick did that, but I'm like, now see, if you're going to have Todrick on the show, you need to have him for the production number episode every goddamn time, because this was the one time that I felt like Todrick was actually a good judge and a good addition to the show. No shade towards Todrick. I love Todrick Hall. I watch all his videos on YouTube. I think he's fucking amazing. I just don't think he's a great judge for Drag Race. However, I like seeing him do more than YouTube, and I like him being that self-made person that went from being on American Idol and taking it to YouTube to now taking it to now you doing Broadway. Now you a choreographer. Like, you built that shit up from the ground up, and props to you for it. So I like him being on Drag Race, but he just wasn't a good judge. But if you're the choreographer and now you could actually say, well, this is what was going on. This was the first time Todrick was on here as a judge, and I was like, I'm here for this. Meghan Trainor, no thanks. You can go ahead, sis, and take your unicorn latte built ass, shouts to Adrian Expression, the fuck on. I apologize. We'll talk about this on Untucked. What I did not really get to pay a lot of attention to was the lip sync. Because this man's mother called and they getting a little tiff. And then, like, he wanted to talk about it. Like I said, he been kind of going through them. So I couldn't just be like, shut the fuck up and let me watch this lip sync in this particular case. So we'll talk about that on Untucked tomorrow, too. However, I feel like I didn't miss nothing. And that's why I was so mad. Because what I did catch was I looked up and I heard them say, Eureka, we can't let you continue in the competition. So I missed the lip sync and don't know even who did better, even though, I mean, it was Farrah and Cynthia Lee Fontaine. You think I really had to watch that to know who the fuck slayed that and who didn't? You don't think I know Cynthia won the lip sync without even seeing it? Sight unseen, I know Cynthia won the lip sync. Comment below and let me know if I'm wrong. And I'm flat out telling y'all I did not watch the lip sync. But Cynthia won the lip sync, right? Am I wrong? Make sure y'all let me know. But yeah, I got some shit to do in the morning. Oh, let me talk about, because I do have lots of notes. I want to talk about the eating disorder segment. So Eureka apologizes about that. And Sasha talks about her being anorexic. And then Valentina talks about her having an eating disorder right now. And then Shay talks about her being bulimic. And I have to say, like, I was floored because I myself have bulimia. Not have it. Had it. I went through that stage of my life. Obviously, I'm not a small girl, and it took me time to realize, like, and I wasn't even fat then. I was actually in shape. I was just bigger than everybody else. And it took me a very long time to just accept, everybody is not built the same. You're never going to be a size 5. That's not where you're meant to be at. Not saying I couldn't be in better shape now, but what I'm saying is I was never thin. I was never supposed to be thin. Even at peak shape. Like, that just wasn't, for me, the smallest I ever was going to be in peak shape was a size 9. That was a size 9, 10. That was the smallest I was ever going to be. I wasn't meant to be small. But the shocker for me was that it was that many men that went through eating disorders, and they touched on that. So that was very interesting. However, I maintain my stance that, girl, you a drag queen. Your skin should be thicker than that. Just because she said that, y'all shouldn't have got all that offended. I even understand it more with Valentina, because Valentina is actually like going through it right now. So, and she wasn't even the one that popped off. But again, we don't see what happened behind the scenes. So maybe Sasha and Valentina had already discussed this off to themselves. And maybe Sasha was more so, because she did say it to Valentina, maybe Sasha knew. And then just like, you know, kind of just took over that so Valentina didn't have to come out and say it. So you never know. But that was shocking to me. I did not know that that was something that happened to men. They were more so saying like men in the gay community. But in any case, I didn't feel like it was a lot of men. It's kind of like breast cancer. Like, yeah, it's all these cases, but only 7% are men. Like, that was just shocking to me that, you know, it affected that many people in the room. I want to talk about RuPaul's padding has been like real off lately. Hashtag GoFundMe for Matthew Anderson. Peppermint's Brittany was good. I did want to talk about Nina because she was so defeated for not being Black China that I was nervous for her going into this. She still landed in the bottom, but really, I mean, she pulled it out. Like, to me, when she was performing, to me, I couldn't tell. But of course, you know, I'm not seeing everything that the judges see. But to me, I'm like, well, for you to be disappointed in rehearsals, I was nervous for you, girl. But when you pulled it out, I was like, but like, you can't stand out being Khloe Kardashian. Sorry about it. Fuck y'all. No, there's not a way to do that. And in fact, if you were trying to stand out, that just proves that you were being a bad Khloe because Khloe faded to the fucking background. Okay. I thought Valentina did well. Pheromone. I gotta talk about this hat. When do Kylie Jenner ever have on a hat? Am I wrong? I don't fuck with the Kardashians. But I know she had like the aqua wig with the motherfucking... Okay, and that's Kylie, but when do Kylie have on a hat? And especially with a sexy black dress. But okay, sis. But I wrote that right away with her when I was looking at her performance. I was like, oh, Pheromone, you in trouble, girl. You in danger, girl. Slay Kool-Aid, I already mentioned that. Like, she slayed that. And she had a good part, because that was a standout part, too. And that could have made or break somebody. So if they wasn't going to slay that, I'll put it to you like this. If Alexis wanted to set somebody up to go home, she could have put like a Farrah or somebody that's, you know, a weaker performer in that position and could have got rid of them, because that would have showed all day. Like, if she really wanted to be shady and wanted Eureka to go home, she could have put Eureka in that position, and that would have just been, bye, girl. You in danger, girl. Eureka, I did say that. It just wasn't good anyway, and I don't know if it's because she was in pain, per se, but it just wasn't good. I was actually shocked that she wasn't in the bottom, too. But we see why now. You was going to send her home anyway, so why put her in the bottom, too? Couple of the looks I was living for. Nina's giving me all of the 90s. They kept saying Mary J. Blige. I was like, come on, Total. Can't you see what you do to me? Y'all ain't tell me I still have the shade glasses on. Yeah, but I was here for the, I was getting Total. Like, there is a video of Total. There was 3 girls in Total. It was the one that was the bush lesbian. It was the one with the long hair. It was supposed to be the sexy one. And it was another one that had short hair. And she was giving me that, the one from Total with the short hair all day. And I was here for it. I love Cynthia's reveal. Where it looked like she had on like a short dress with a cape, and then she revealed and it was a long gown. I love that. I was here for Peppermints. Shea Kool-Aid was giving me Harajuku realness. And at that point in time is when the dude. So we'll definitely go back over this tomorrow when I talk about Untucked. And y'all know the Untucked format is I'm just going to say whatever the fuck I say. I mean, I do that anyway, but I'm going to say it as it's coming on. So that should be fun. But yeah, I'm still disappointed. Especially when You had a lip sync for your life that you didn't need to do, and a short ass runway. You could have kept the mini challenge, because for what the mini challenge was, you could have kept it, and it wasn't on screen but for this long anyway, so you could have kept it. VH1, you trying, girl. You trying, girl. But that's really all I gotta say. I do want to remind anybody out there that does drag, whether you're a drag queen, bio queen, drag king, bio king, is that a thing? I have seen a dude lip sync to dude songs a couple of times, so I guess a bio king is a thing. No age limit. I want to remind y'all, lip sync jungle is still open auditions. I'm sorry. Y'all know I worked. I'm sleepy. I'm tired. I might be a little buzzed. I still got to edit this shit. And I need another slice of pizza. So I want to thank y'all so much for rocking with me. If you are not a pink lady or a T-bird, feel free to become one by clicking on the circle with the pink Sailor Moon. Also, feel free to go ahead and shoot me a Patreon donation request. Take a look at it. Whatever the fuck. And some other videos. Also, once again, to my lone patron, as of right now, Andrew Blossom. And also, I'm sorry, girl. I keep forgetting your name. That won the contest. It's been a week. I am going to get with y'all to get y'all stuff. But I want to thank everybody for watching. And tune in tomorrow for Untucked whenever that gets uploaded. Because the dude's coming back in the morning to clean my car. So hopefully I can get that done before he gets up. So thank you once again for watching. This is